Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about my Oscar predictions of 2026. So, the 98th Academy Awards, which is going to happen, I think, this Sunday. So, let's just get into it. I'm going to predict 8 categories, which are Best Original Screenplay, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress, Best Actor, Best Director, and finally, Best Picture, which is the ultimate prize. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Best Original Screenplay, let's start with that. And I am going to rush these 2 categories because I think they are very predictable, and I've seen a lot of content creators and critics already predicting those 2 winners. So the original screenplay, as I said, the winner would be Sinners. Now, as much as I wouldn't say dislike, but it wasn't really my cup of tea, and I said it in my previous video, Sinners is going to win this category. I think Ryan Coogler's screenplay brought so much nuance and character development and structure to the script that I think it's undeniable that it is going to win. My favorite would have been Marty Supreme in the screenplay category, original screenplay, but unfortunately I don't think it has what it takes to beat Sinners. For adapted screenplay, I am predicting One Battle After Another, and it is my favorite one from that category as well. I feel like it is given the fact that both films, Sinners and One Battle After Another, are leading with the nominations. Sinners has 16, One Battle has 13, and I think those 2 are the prominent winners of these 2 categories. So I am not even going to mention the other nominees because they'll be mentioned in the other categories as well, like Best Picture and Best Director. So Sinners and One Battle. Let's see how this prediction goes into the Oscars. And now we go to the acting categories, and we're gonna start off with Best Supporting Actress. Now this race is tough because I really don't know who's gonna win this. I have a favorite, and I know that I want her to win, but it's not a guarantee win, and I'll tell you why. We have Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Inga Ibsdotter Lilias for Sentimental Value again. I know I probably butchered that name, but let's keep going. Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku, another name that I probably butchered, for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Now, this is a category where I am lost. I really don't know because, first of all, Amy Madigan is my favorite, and I think her performance is definitely in my top 3 performances of the year. Amy Madigan won the SAG Award like a week ago and the Critics' Choice Award, and she is the frontier. She is leading the race, but you never know. Wunmi Mosaku won the BAFTA Award, and Sinners getting all those nominations, she might be a good surprise. Tiana Taylor won the Golden Globe, and I felt like she was the weakest performance out of these 5. And I don't know how she won the Globe. I don't know if she's in the race at the moment. But I feel like this is a tribute to Amy Madigan. And just because of her longevity, just because of her first nomination in 1986, this is the 2nd time. And all the others are first-time nominees, by the way. Amy Madigan is the only actress in this category who has been nominated multiple times. Look, favorite Amy Madigan, winner, I am going to predict Amy Madigan just because my gut feeling is telling me that she is going to pull this off, even though the 2 others that I feel like might beat her in this category would be Wunmi and Tiana. So I don't know. I genuinely feel like I'm lost here, but let's go with my gut and let's say Amy Madigan. Now we are going to predict the best supporting actor. Now, as I said, I was lost in the best supporting actress category. This is definitely another category that I'm completely lost again, because it is unpredictable just because of how the precursors went. The precursors meaning the award shows that come before the Oscars, such as Golden Globes, BAFTAs, Critics' Choice Awards, SAG Awards, and all that. Actors Awards now. It's changed. And I'll tell you who the nominees are. So Benicio del Toro for One Battle, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Oh my god, this is a category where, again, just like the previous one, I don't have any clue who's going to win. I have a favorite, obviously, and I've mentioned this on my other video, which I listed the top 10 of the year. Sean Penn, my god, Colonel Lockjaw. That character is going to be stuck in my mind forever. Just like Amy Madigan's performance of Auntie Gladys, this one in particular, and those two in general, were my favorites of the year, and they were both supporting, so they had less screen time than the leading actors. So yeah, my favorite is Sean Penn, and I am going to predict Sean Penn because of how the precursors went. He won the BAFTA, he won the SAG, he's a two-time winner before this. He has won for Milk and Mystic River before this for Best Leading Actor. So this is going to be his third Oscar win and first Best Supporting Actor win if he wins. He has 6 nominations in total. The others are, I would say, they can beat him, and I'll tell you why. Stellan Skarsgård has won the Golden Globe, and he has been in the industry for a long time. He's a veteran, and that, narrative can pull him one of those, Academy Awards. I feel like his performance was decent, but not like Sean Penn's. Jacob Elordi won the Critics' Choice for Frankenstein, and I feel like he might have a chance there. Very slight chance, but he might have it. Now the resurface for Delroy Lindo, I mean, he is getting this buzz all of a sudden because of the Sinners resurgence, and I feel like he might be on the race too, and they might actually give him one because of the same narrative as Stellan. He has been in the industry for so long, and he might get praised for what he did in this particular performance. I feel like he was one of the strongest performances in The Sinners, and he was one of the highlights that I actually liked about the movie. Benicio del Toro is a veteran as well, but he has won before for Traffic, Best Supporting again. I don't feel like Benicio has what it takes at this point because his screen time was really short, and I don't feel like he was, a memorable performance. The others were actually very memorable, like Delroy Lindo's one and Stellan's one, and obviously Sean Penn's one. I mean, come on. But yeah, favorite Sean Penn. Prediction Sean Penn again. I know, I am always going with my gut feeling and my favorites. I am going to be wrong because Oscars are very unpredictable and they can just pull something out of a hat at some point. But I'm not doing shot in the darks here. I think I'm going straight to the ones that I feel like they'll win, and I feel like in this category it will be Sean Penn. And now, on the contrary, this category, which is going to be Best Actress, I feel like is the most predictable one. Because I'll tell you the nominees, and obviously there is only one winner here. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, Renate Reinsve, I don't know if I said that right, but those Norwegian pronunciations are killing me, for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia. And there is only one answer here. It is going to be Jessie Buckley. This is written in the stars. There is not one single category or an award show that she hasn't won yet. I think she has swept it. She has swept the precursors. She has won the Globes. She has won BAFTA, SAG, Actors Award, the Critics' Choice. She swept it. I don't think anyone can beat her at this stage. The only person that comes close is Rose Byrne, because she won the other Globe for obviously the Best Actress for Comedy, and Jessie won for Best Actress Drama. I loved Rose Byrne's performance. The movie didn't quite hit me. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, that film, but Jessie's performance and the film itself really, really captivated me. I mean, it was so engaging, and Hamnet probably is one of the best films of 2025. It was on my list, but it was 11th, as I mentioned. So I feel like her performance really gave spark and flair to that film. And this is her second nomination, and I think she's going to win this one. Rose Byrne has 2 nominations as well. Kate Hudson, which was a surprising nomination, that's her second nomination as well, since Almost Famous, one of the greatest movies of all time for me. Renate Reinsve, I don't think she has been nominated before. That's her first. Emma Stone is a legend in the Academy Awards. I mean, she has been nominated 5 times, won twice. I think she can, let this one slide and give it to a more deserving, more compacted, more, convoluted, layered performance, which is Jessie Buckley's, Agnes Shakespeare. I feel like the dynamic was great with Paul Mescal. I think she has delivered her lines so well. She portrayed the anxiety, the loss of a child, the grief, so flawlessly. I think Jessie Buckley would definitely win this one. It will be the biggest upset if somehow Emma Stone won or Rose Byrne won, but I don't think that's the case for this one. Jessie Buckley for the win, my favorite, and my prediction. This category is actually one of my favorites. Best Actor. Unpredictable again, just like the other 2, but this one, like for those supporting categories, I might have had a gut feeling. For this one, I really don't know who's going to win. This is a very, very deserted category. I don't know. This is an uncharted territory for me. I don't think I will get this one right. But let's go through the list. Let's go with Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Look, all 5 of them are pretty strong. I still think Michael B. Jordan's performance is the weakest here, but people will disagree with me, and they will come and argue with me about this, and I'll happily discuss my opinion. But I don't know. Michael B. Jordan might have a chance here. After that resurgence at the SAG, keep saying SAG, but it's Actors Award. The Actors Awards, look, he won it, and Sinners won Ensemble. Yikes, I don't know. He might have a chance, but my favorite here would definitely be Timothée Chalamet. And I'll tell you this, I'm not the biggest fan of Timothée Chalamet. I don't really, resonate with his performances, but I feel like this particular one, was the character that he was born to play. Marty Mauser, the infamous ping pong player, he portrayed it so well. I will definitely remember that performance for years to come. The other guys that might have a chance, Ethan Hawke was brilliant in Blue Moon, and the film wasn't that great in my opinion, but he carried that film. Leo DiCaprio's performance, I don't even want to talk about it because I love Leo in general. I am one of his biggest fans. I do feel like in this category he might be a loser because the other ones are pretty tough to beat, but in general, I mean, Leo is amazing. And Wagner Moura is a shot in the dark as well. He is a dark horse in this category. He might actually pull off a win because The Secret Agent is nominated for Best Picture. Leo won before for The Revenant, and he has been nominated 7 times, so if he loses this one, I'm okay with that. Ethan Hawke has been nominated probably like 4 or 5 times as well. He is a veteran, he needs one, but I slightly don't think that this performance is his magnum opus. I think there's another one coming. Timothée Chalamet won critics, won the Globes, the comedy category obviously. Wagner Moura won the drama category in the Globes, and Michael B. Jordan won SAG. So this is one of the hardest decisions that I'm going to make, but favorite Timothée Chalamet 100%. Who is going to win? I am going to with my favorite. Timothée Chalamet is going to win after his 4th nomination. He hasn't won yet, and he's the youngest actor I think that has gotten 4 nominations since Marlon Brando, if I'm not mistaken. I am going with Timothée Chalamet, and I don't know, Michael B. Jordan might just surprise us, but let's see. Now for Best Director. Again, this is kind of predictable at this point because one of those 5 has won every single award that was on their way in the precursors and going into the Oscars. Let's mention the directors. So Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, George Safdie for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson has won this already. Don't we think? I mean, look, it is pretty obvious. He has been one of the best directors, I don't know, since the 90s even. The Boogie Nights is probably his magnum opus until now, because One Battle is going to be classified as one of the best films ever made in the 2020s, and The Flowers is going to him, and the Oscar award, the Academy Award is going in his hands this time. I don't see anyone beating him. He's a 4-time nominee, and it is about damn time that he wins one. The others, Chloe Zhao has won before for Nomadland. George Safdie is a first-time nominee. Joaquin and Ryan are first-time nominees, and I think one person that might pull off an upset is going to be Ryan Coogler. And the idea of that is Sinners is the most decorated film of all time. They have been nominated 16 times, which is a record. And if it sweeps, then Ryan Coogler might be in that run, but I don't see that happening. I think PTA is definitely getting this one, and it is going to praise his longevity in this industry, and it is a masterful work that he has done with One Battle. It is going to be remembered for years, and his work ethic in this film, and directing such a heavy hitter like this, it is commendable. My favorite here, I feel like it is going to be him. It's a tie between him and Josh Safdie, because I feel like Marty Supreme was so well directed as well. But the winner here is going to be PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, 100%. And finally, we come to our last category, and the most important one for the Academy Awards history, and that is Best Picture. And let's read the nominees. There are 10, so bear with me. Begonia, F1, Sinners, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and The Secret Agent. Now, which one is my favorite here? That award goes to Marty Supreme. And I've said that in my 2025 top 10 list video, and there's no questions about it. That was my favorite film of the year. However, who do I think would win Best Picture? That's a different answer. That is going to be One Battle After Another, and I think it was coming. Look, I've seen a lot of predictions. Lots of critics have already, put their answers in that vault, and I feel like genuinely it is going to win. And look, I feel like it's the movie that had everything. It was ticking every single Academy Award box. It has been nominated 13 times, 3 short of Sinners, which still bothers me, but let's continue with that. It is given at this point. I feel like One Battle has got this in the bag, and I don't think any other film would be strong enough to even compete. Now, lately, in the last week or so, when Sinners won Best Ensemble, I feel like the race just got a bit more filled with tension, filled with drama, and it became a bit more unpredictable at this point. It's between them. It's between One Battle and Sinners. And I wouldn't have said those words if that SAG Actors Award, whatever, didn't happen. But I saw what I saw, and I saw the voters, and I saw how the audience was cheering for Sinners. Man. So it's one army against thousands or millions at this point. I'm probably that one butthurt Sinners, not hater, but not a lover as well, that is going to fight for the One Battle After Another win. And I feel like my favorite here, again, Marty Supreme, will not win, but the prediction is going to be solid, and One Battle After Another is going to take that Academy Award for Best Picture. And actually, One Battle After Another won most of the precursors. It won Best Picture Comedy in the Golden Globes. Hamnet won Drama. I feel like Hamnet has a chance as well, like a very slight chance, but I don't think so. It won the BAFTA, it won the Critics as well, and the 13 nominations is a crazy number as well. So yeah, One Battle for the win. And there you go, folks. These were my Oscar predictions for the 2026. Let's see how the Academy Award is going to unfold. Now, I didn't go through the technical categories. I'm not a very, smart person in those, like predicting those categories, because I'm really bad at technical stuff. I only understand the creative approach of filmmaking. So that's why I talked about, those 8 categories, which are really like special to me. I feel like those are the ones that I wait for religiously every year. So let's see how my predictions are going to be. I feel like those were solid predictions. I feel like there will be 1 or 2 upsets, and I will look back at this and I'll be like, damn, I should have just chose the other person. But it is my gut feeling. So let's see who wins, and good luck to everybody. Good luck to the actors and actresses, and I commend them for their work. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys on the next video.